spin and combine, and together we form Gleam.
Gleam.
Gleam. We did it. We did it. Okay, where's the exclamation mark? Here it is. We did it! Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Wrong spot. One. Screw Tombo. Screw Tombo. It was one of the hardest yokai to get, and just wouldn't spawn for anything. I think Slackaslash was one of our first rare yokai that we saw. Maybe the second. Corpton, of course, was part of our team. We got really lucky on Zero, befriending him on the second try. Then, of course, we had the three Chanson brothers. Sheen, Snee, and Gleam. Oh, Gleam. Then we have Be Tall and Kumpunky. No, not Kumpunky. Cruncha. Kumpunky is this guy. But yeah, Be Tall and Cruncha. Part of our team. Zerberker and Snartle. I would have used Zerberker more, however, Annoyance makes it not very good. Ducks. Not a big fan of the ducks. Was that one of the more creative designs for Yokai Watch? And a whole story chapter based around it. Definitely weird. Q-Wit, I remember farming for it in the apartments. That took a little bit to get. I'm not gonna even get started with Scranny. Q-Pistol and Casanova. Two really awesome designs. However, it doesn't beat out Shmoopy and Pinky Poo. Signaton and Static King. Maybe sometime in the future when I do an electric run or something, we'll use Static King.
Static King!
His voice sounds weird, especially slow mode. Tengu and Flingu. Flingu! Flingu is the fire version of Tengu. Then we have Frosttail and QB. I really like Frosttail's design. Flingu, Frosttail, and King Mara. I'm gonna do a playthrough of Yokai Watch 2. Probably not on stream, but using those three. I remember, no, it was... not Impasse. Walden and Belfry we farmed for pretty much at the same time. And the Lyre Mountain. Bruff. I still can't believe we found Bruff and Scranny during the same day. During the same day we found both of them. What kind of luck is that? That's like crazy. And we have the other beetle, Horn of Plenty and Rhinormus. We farmed for Horn of Plenty while also farming the actual beetles to get the evolution item for Rhinormus. Castilius Max. I think this is the first time ever I ever got a Castilius Max. Because you need 2 Castilius the third to get Castilius the second, and 2 second to get the first. And then you gotta combine it with the platinum ingot or whatever to get max. You gotta do rub the egg like 20 times down in downtown Springdale. Jump and Swash. They're so forgettable only because they're like very late post-game sort of content. Jump is definitely post-game. Swash is a rare, unique one that you have to get while it's raining. And I remember my very first time playing Yokai Watch. I really liked Dazabel's design. But now it's just meh. Skele Bella. I think Skele Bella was actually the first rare yokai we got in this playthrough. It was sort of by accident. We weren't exactly farming for it, but she just spawned and we got it first try. And of course our very first yokai ever, Kaden. I don't like its design. Then how can we get the Jibanyan and the fusions for Jibanyan? One, we got skateboarding, and the other we fused. Between the two, I always did prefer Badanyan. Badanyan is a cooler design. The Koma Bros. Koma-san, Komajiro, Komane, and Komaiger. We used Komane and Komaiger on our team. They were actually pretty decent. And of course we get Tinty Shwooby and Piggy Poo. So cute. So cute. Oh, Wanston and Grebsnitch. One of my least favorite Yokai Watch designs. I don't think I've ever met anybody who likes their designs, especially with drool and their tongue as a hand that occasionally comes out. It's really gross. But not as gross as Hungorge. Hungorge is definitely my absolute least favorite Yokai Watch design. Just really don't like it. Really don't. But then Grandpa, I believe Grandpa was our first mini-boss that we befriended, or at least found, I think. I could be mistaken. I could very well be mistaken. But it's in the Yokai Watch world on the giant cake. Which makes sense. Then some of my favorite designs is Innerfly, Innafly, Butterfly, and Papillion. It's a shame that we never really use them. There's just other yokai that I prefer more. Then we have Reversa and Reverset. Such weird designs, but I really like the concepts of it. I remember, old Saint Trick, we had problems befriending him. We went through at least like 10 of him before he befriended us. That was annoying. Of course, Leodonic, my Nemo.
My Nemo.
My Nemo.
Leodonin.
Leodonic. I love their voices. Agon. Agon was one of the first ones we had to farm for in regards to the rare yokai. Was a bit of a pain, but not as much of a pain as Scritchy. My goodness, Scritchy was a real pain. Pain in the absolute rear. Belfry! We found Belfry next to Walden or Impasse, whichever one it is. I feel like they should not have put two rare yokai like in the same zone. They should have put them spread out more. But it did make farming for them pretty easy. Negasis and Nefarious. Two other yokai that I never really used or whatever. Only because they were so weird to get.
Nefarious.
Negasis.
Jeez, the lag is real. But yeah, they're cool designs, but it's like very peculiar on where you can befriend them. And the king of the sewers, Avian. Yeah. That was his laugh. Whenever we spoke to him, he always laughed like ga. One of my favorite laughs. Ooh, Skreek. Skreek, we had to do the 2 quests for Mr. Bird. And apparently misfortune follows wherever Skreek goes. Can throw you into the deepest pits of despair. And Mr. Bird was raising him, so that makes sense. Cerberus we found in the high school at night. And of course, Multi-Mutt. The Mutt's Paradise ability is so bad. So bad. Gush! We found Gush in the underwater sewers and we named it Perth, or RIP Perth. I don't remember which. Perth doesn't come around to our streams very often anymore, unless if it's Pokemon Unite, and even then he didn't come around. Which is fitting, because RIP Perth. Moment of silence for Perth. Perth the Spy. Perth, Girth, Dirth, Hearth, Mirth, Turth, Chirth. Oh, cut and cheese and cheek squeak annoying. I do not like their designs, even though his pants are watermelon colored. He always had like a watermelon aesthetic to him. Insomnia and Sandy, two more yokai that aren't till post-game. So they tend to be forgettable, except for the fact that Insomnia manages the elevator to the Yokai Watch world. And of course we get Noko, Blue Minoko, and the only one of this playthrough that we're not going to get, Panda Noko. I really think the devs made Panda Noko way too difficult to get. You have to do 3DS Street Pass, and you have to Street Pass with someone who either has Panda Noko already, or has Street Pass with one of the devs, and it's just a complicated mess, and not worth the time or energy. Fish pickable. Tunatic. Tunatic was one of the worst ones to farm for. We went through like over 30 of them, and that's just way too much. Azure Dragon was difficult to farm. Johnny! GoBots version of Pokemon? I do not know what GoBots is. But we're pretty much done with this playthrough. We're just walking down memory lane. And it is a monster collecting game, however it is pretty different than Pokemon. Like the battle system is different, the befriending system is different, a lot of it is different. And thank you for the 100 bits, I appreciate you. But yeah, Azure Dragon was difficult because it was on the 4th floor, I think, of the Infinite Inferno. The one where it's like a whole bunch of different rooms and you had to go through different doors, and every time you went through a door it would reset, so there's a chance you might see Azure Dragon but you'd be unable to battle him. So he was tricky, but we got lucky and got him like on our 2nd try, or maybe the 1st, I don't remember. But then Olmi have to spend $1, donate $1 every day for 20 days to be able to have a chance to befriend Olmi. He owes us 20 bucks. And of course Babylon and Banana Nose. Banana Nose took us a bit. He took us a bit. Not as long as some of the others, but he did take us a bit. Of course Babylon. He's everywhere. There's one Babylon in each one of the areas, and if you talk to him, he babbles a lot. I think it was Copperlet or maybe Psynake. Psynake is good for getting item drops and whatnot. We used them a couple times in the Yokai Watch world, or Yokai world. I don't remember what item we were looking for. It was an evolutionary item, I think. For Schmoopy! It was for Schmoopy. Now I remember. On to Vinoct and Shadow Vinoct. My favorite designs of the game. Well, have a good stream, my man. You know me, I like to drop some bits and bounce. I appreciate you, Johnny. I appreciate you. You are awesome. I'll see about stopping by your stream in a bit, if you plan on streaming tonight. Oh, Kindra in chat. But yeah, Vinoct and Shadow Vinoct. Two of the best Yokai Watch designs, in my opinion. Love the design. And the, like, snake scarf. It's a shame that I never really use them, though. Then we get into Legendaries. We have Shogun Yan, our first Legendary. And a Brave Legendary. We have Koma Shura. Apparently a fusion between Jibanyan and one of the Koma Bros. Never really liked the design. It just felt weird. Not as weird as Dan Doodle. Not as weird as Dan Doodle. Elder Bloom apparently is a good healing yokai, I think. But I've never just been a big fan of the Grainpaw Hungramps like designs. Then we have Gilgross, the lightning legendary yokai. And of course one of the ogres. Gargaros, Orkinos, Ogreless. Oh, he's probably my favorite out of the legendary yokai. Probably. Then we get into the Gym Banyans. Besides Diane Yan, the others were a pain to get, especially Emin Yan. Took us forever to be able to beat Emin Yan. It was insane. But afterwards, we just soft reset it a few times and we got the last one. I don't care, Ruben Young. And with that, the Yokai Watch playthrough is over. Now we can get back to Pokemon Legends Arceus and get that playthrough done. Alright. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for joining me on this moment of going down memory lane. Yokai Watch is out.